Good morning, everybody. I'm here. Let me see if I can get it on my iPad and my computer so I can see what's going on. I know it takes it a few minutes to, oh, there I am. I'm on the iPad. It doesn't say anything on my computer yet, but I have to refresh the screen. So give me a minute so I can call it up. Oh, I am. Okay. I am set to go. How is everybody today? We have a gloomy day here. We're supposed to have rain like most of the weekend. Hey, Barb. So, needless to say, it will be one of those days. Hey, Sharon, how are you? There's a tropical, I don't know, that's not a tropical, but there's some kind of thing going off the coast and they're watching it to see what it's going to do for us. It could bring a lot of rain, so we'll see. Hey, Kim. So we'll see how it goes and what happens. We won't know probably later today, this evening. They might have some idea. They're saying around Monday, so we'll see. When I have a fun card today. And I'm not going to take too much time because I'm going to go ahead and get started. Hey, Janice. I wanted to show you something I ran across and I thought, oh, brilliant idea. Because I don't know about you, but this time of year is time to make fall cards and pumpkins are big in fall. Well, hey, Linda, I didn't have any of the new pumpkin stuff and I wasn't buying it because it's a short season. I will tell you, I did find a fun die that I did order, but it wasn't from Stampin' Up. So I've got that coming. But let's get started so I can show you what I'm doing. All right, give me a minute. I'm going to flip this around. If you get dizzy, close your eyes. I do try to cover it, but I don't want to have anybody get dizzy. Now, you can open your eyes. I think I've got it straight. Not bad. Yes. Okay. Of course, it's not back up on my computer yet. All right. For today's for today's card, I'm going to use the Splendid Autumn DSP, which is in the mini catalog. Now, you know, I love my scenic paper. And this is gorgeous paper. So it's 6x6. And why isn't it coming back up on my computer? Oh, well, let me refresh that in a minute and see. But it's fun paper to play with. I did a couple of cards. And in fact, I can't share them today because I'm on a really tight schedule. I have to be done by 11 so I can get out of here. I'm meeting my cousin in Raleigh, in Durham for lunch. And so this is the current one. I still have Meandering Meadows, which is, I think, in the online exclusives. And there's probably another one. There's several out there. So that's the paper I'm using. Now, I needed a tree stamp with what I'm doing, and I didn't have a tree stamp. So I pulled in the Sheltering Tree. This is an old one. As you can see, look at the size of the box, and it is a photopolymer one. So I'm using that one for my card today. But I did look in the catalog, and I found you could easily use the In the Grove dies and cut out part. That's my daughter. Oh, it says my video has ended. I will call her afterwards. The other one you could do is the Loveliest Tree dies. This one is in the Loveliest of Trees if you have it. You can use that, but that one, the dies could work. And then I also found, this isn't the one I needed. Where's the one I needed? There was another one I saw. It was another tree. Oh, that's Grassy Grove. That would work, but there was another tree I saw. forever for us. So lots of trees. If you have one, check your stash and see what you have. And I am going to switch my camera or my computer so I can see. So I'm going to get started. Now, the thing that I saw is someone had used a punch, and I was like, that was a fun way to use it. So I'm going to show you. She used the B punch, specifically this punch piece right there. And I didn't cut this down, so I'm going to use my scissors because I don't want to punch all those other extra pieces out. So I need 3 of these, the body. There's 1, 2, 3. And now I have a bunch of stuff everywhere, but that's okay. Let me get rid of everything but the 3 bodies. What you're going to do is you're going to take 2 of them and you're going to round the top. So you're cutting off that stem. Right. And I wanted my stem to be green, so I'm pulling in a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to take that other one, and I'm just going to kind of go in and color it like so. So I have my green stem. And I learned something new. Did you know if you want this doesn't have to deal with pumpkins, it has to deal with watermelons. But if you want a good juicy watermelon, and I did not know this, what you want to do is you want to look for one that has a yellow white spot on the side, and the end and the stem need to be brown. If they're green, it was picked too early, it's not going to be good. So just in case. All right, now we're going to put this together, and this will give you a nice pumpkin. And I'm using glue dots because it's just easier. You can use glue if you want. All right, that one's on there crooked. I'll have to straighten that out. That one's better. Oh no, it looks okay. So there's your pumpkin. So you can easily make a pumpkin using that punch, which is phenomenal. You know, it's like I love using my punches in different ways. So let's put our card together. I am going to use this strip from the Splendid Autumn paper. This to me looked like pumpkins. I don't know if they're flowers or what. Oh, thanks, Kim. I'm saying it's a pumpkin. And I could very easily do this way, but it was missing something. So I decided to do a tree on the side. So I'm going to grab my scrap paper. All right. And I've got my tree stamp, and I'm going to ink it up with early espresso. Now, I got to make sure that pumpkin's not sitting underneath of this. And I'm going to stamp my tree to the right. And I kind of went down a little bit so that the base of the tree was off. So I have my tree stamped. Now, this has the leaves to go on the top. And I wanted fall colors. A couple of our trees down here are turning. They're not real noticeable, so I don't know what the fall schedule for trees up north is, but I'm going to take Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to randomly put it on with a sponge dauber. Then I'm going to take pumpkin pie, and I'm going to fill in the other. And I am going to overlap the green, because if you don't, you'll get spaces. All right, so there's that. Let me get this out of the way. And I did the whole thing because it's just easier. You don't need the whole thing on the tree. I am going to pull this down and stamp it like so. All right. All right. So now I have my tree. This piece, I'm going to get rid of this, is going to go on the side. So I'm going to add it to the side. All right. And I just cut this off. This is 2 inches wide. I just went with keeping the other panel at 4 inches. Now this is a little long. I don't know if I've cut my panel shorter than it should be or what. All right. So there's that. My pumpkin is going to go down here. So that's how it is. If you want a sentiment, you can put it there. But you know me and bling. And I love bling. And I got something new recently. I got some love from Lizzie. And I'm looking for ways to add bling and embellishments without adding thickness. We're up to like 75 cents, I think, now to mail a card. Way too much. These are strips, and I'm going to take, I'm going to pull off one. Well, actually, I got 2, and I don't want to. I'm going to put that one back down. All right, and I'm going to take this. These are sticky, so I'm going to put this right up against my panel and press it down. All right, now I don't need all of this extra. I am going to wrap it to the back. So I'm going to cut it off, and I'm going to save that because you can easily use it. If I can get it off my finger, you can easily use it if you've got something underneath that's not going to show. And I'm going to take another one, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So I'm adding, oops, some bling on my card. Okay, this is my first play with this. I saw this on YouTube, and I just went, oh my gosh. She also has dots and things like that, but I haven't gotten those. All right, I'm going to take and fold this back, so it's going to the back. So I'm, I don't know if you remember washi tape, how you used to cut it off and it would wouldn't stick. This is very sticky. So now see, I've got a little bit of bling. I love it. I am going to put this on a Mossy Meadow card because I wanted to tie the colors together, and this was the best way I could find out. So I'm going to take and I'm going to add some tape to the back, and I'm going to stick this down. I'm also looking for, I love our dimensionals, but sometimes they won't go through the machines at the post office very well. They, you know, you have to pay more. So I'm looking for some foam, tape, whatever, that would be thinner. And I think I found some. I have to order it to see. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. All right, there's that. Ooh, I don't want that one there. I want it over here. All right, so there's my pumpkin. That set has, let me put this And there's our card. But that, there's a thinking of you. It's a little long. There's a friendship is a sheltering tree. It's again longer. So, thanks, Sharon. I think so. You can find one. The strips also, a sentiment that'll fit there. The strips are also in different sizes. There's the real skinny, and then this one is a little wider. So you can use the one you wanted. I played with the skinny one just to see. Actually, I don't think it's the skinniest one there. I think there's one skinnier. I think this one is. Yeah, this one is skinnier compared to that one. Lot skinnier. So, and there's lots of strips on here. So was in England, but now she's in, hey Jenny, she's now in Canada. So you can order from her and it won't cost you an arm and a leg for shipping. So there's the idea. And then I'm going to take, and I'm going to add, I use the same tree and I stamp the envelope and the inside of the card. Usually I do that afterwards, but I had time, so I did it. So you've carried that theme over to the inside of your card, and you give the mail person something to look at. So there it is. And like I said, you can add a sentiment there. We had a set at one time that said Happy Fall. I don't think I have it anymore. I looked through my sets and I couldn't find one. So I just went with leaving it blank, and I think it looks fine. You don't have to put a tree behind it. You can leave just the pumpkin there. But I think if you do, you're going to need, no, they're not Stampin' Up, Kim, but I'm finding that to get what I need, I have to look at other places, and I like bling, and we don't have anything like this. So that's why I went with it. We do have the gold foil, but it's not thin strips, and this didn't add any extra. So, all right, so there's the card. I'm going to get ready and flip this around. If you get dizzy, close your eyes. Like I said, this is a quick card today, so that I can get out of here. Flip it around. Okay, you can open your eyes. All right. So, I hope you enjoyed today's idea, and that if you have that punch, which is behind me on the chair, the bee punch, you can use it to make pumpkins. I was so excited when I saw this, I had to share that, oh, thanks, Sharon. When I don't have much for fall, I just have to kind of go with what I have. So, okay. Kim, we've tried that. I hate to say it, but their designers and people are our age, and they don't want to make any changes. They want to stay status quo, which isn't good. It's not good. So that's why I've started looking at other places to find what I want, because I like my bling. And yes, they are stuffy. So, and they like a lot of flowers, and I'm looking for something other than flowers. So when you've been with them as long as I have, I've been stamping over 20 years, and I've been with Stampin' Up. Is it 18 years, Kim? We've been there a long time. I'm starting to see things come around again, and it's like, I already have that. I'm not going to buy it again. So that's just me. All right, guys, you have a great day. I am going to quickly change my top, take Ezzy out, and I'm going to hit the road because I've got a 2-hour ride ahead of me. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.